Welcome to USA Coin 1, today your ultimate source for rare coin discoveries, historical insights, and the fascinating world of United States coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most intriguing pieces in American numismatics, the 1977 D Lincoln penny. Many collectors and coin enthusiasts are often surprised to learn that certain 1977 D pennies can be worth far more than face value. In fact, some rare examples have been known to fetch staggering prices, with current market values reported as high as $898,959 for pristine and highly graded specimens. That's nearly $900,000 for a single cent, turning this small copper coin into a potential treasure. The story of the 1977 D Lincoln penny begins with its minting at the Denver Mint. This particular issue is part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse, or front side, of the coin features the classic bust of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse carries the iconic Lincoln Memorial design created by Frank Gasparo. By 1977, the penny was still made primarily of copper, composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was just a few years before the U.S. Mint switched to a primarily zinc composition in 1982 due to rising copper costs. What makes some 1977 D pennies worth so much money? Several key factors contribute to their value. First, the condition of the coin is critical. Coins in mint state condition, graded by professional grading services as MS-65 or higher, can command very high prices. These coins show no signs of wear, possess sharp details, and often exhibit attractive luster. Second, errors and varieties play a major role. Some 1977 D pennies display striking mistakes such as double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies. These rare errors create unique collectibles that can drive values into the thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on rarity and demand. Collectors also look for coins that possess exceptional eye appeal. Brilliant red examples that retain their original copper sheen are especially desirable, as most circulated pennies from this era show some degree of dulling or toning over time. A perfectly preserved, uncirculated 1977 D penny with deep red luster can stand out dramatically at auction and attract competitive bidding from serious numismatists. The market for Lincoln pennies has been growing steadily in recent years. As more collectors enter the hobby and as rare coins become scarcer in circulation, prices for high-grade and rare varieties have risen sharply. For the 1977 D penny, common circulated examples are typically worth only face value, maybe a few cents in average condition. However, when we consider rare error coins or those in exceptional mint state, the numbers jump dramatically. Reports show that top-graded examples and rare varieties have reached auction prices near $900,000, which is simply incredible for a coin that most people might overlook in their change jar. History also adds to the allure of this coin. The year 1977 was part of an era when the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies each year, but most were quickly worn down in everyday use. Finding one in flawless condition is like discovering a time capsule from over 4 decades ago. Each Lincoln penny is not just a piece of currency, but a small work of art, a piece of history, and potentially a valuable collectible. For those interested in searching for a 1977 D penny worth big money, it is essential to learn how to spot the key signs of value. Start by examining the coin under good lighting or magnification. Look for strong details on Lincoln's hair, the beard, and the lettering. Check the reverse for sharp steps on the Lincoln Memorial and inspect for any doubling or striking errors. If you believe you have a rare or high-grade coin, submitting it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can confirm its authenticity and quality, significantly increasing its value on the open market. Collectors are also advised to store their valuable pennies properly. Exposure to moisture, oils from handling, or improper cleaning can severely reduce a coin's value. Original surfaces are prized, and coins that have been cleaned often lose their collectible appeal. Professional coin holders or albums can help protect your investment and preserve your coin's condition for years to come. As of today, the buzz in the coin collecting community around the 1977 D Lincoln penny continues to grow. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, this coin represents an exciting opportunity to explore American history, artistry, and the thrill of finding treasure in the smallest places. Imagine holding a penny in your hand that could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is the magic of coin collecting, and that is why we at USA Coin One love sharing these incredible stories with you. If you enjoyed learning about the 1977 Lincoln penny and its fascinating history, rare varieties, and potential value, make sure to stay tuned to USA Coin One for more deep dives into the world of US coins. From common pocket change surprises to legendary rarities that sell for life-changing sums, we bring you the latest insights, market trends, and collector tips to fuel your passion for coins. Thank you for watching USA Coin One. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow collectors and history enthusiasts. Who knows, the next valuable coin might be sitting in your pocket right now. Keep searching, keep collecting, and keep discovering the hidden treasures of America's coinage. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating pieces of U.S. coinage history, the Liberty 1981 Lincoln penny. This coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but its historical background, mint variations, and potential value in the current coin market make it one of the most exciting finds for collectors and treasure hunters alike. The 1981 Lincoln penny was struck during an important transitional period in U.S. coinage. For decades, the Lincoln cent was composed primarily of copper, giving it a rich, heavy feel and iconic reddish-brown shine. But by the early 1980s, copper prices had soared, making it too costly for the U.S. Mint to continue using such a high percentage in production. While the official composition switch to copper-plated zinc occurred in 1982, the 1981 Lincoln penny is among the last full years of traditional copper cents. This makes it an appealing piece for collectors who appreciate the classic era of American coinage before major changes in materials took place. The obverse side of the coin proudly features the famous bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has remained on the cent since 1909. Above Lincoln's portrait, the word Liberty is boldly inscribed, symbolizing the very essence of American ideals. The date 1981 is clearly marked beneath, and if the coin was struck in Denver, it carries a small D mint mark, while those from Philadelphia bear no mint mark at all. There are also coins from the San Francisco Mint, specifically proof coins, which are highly desirable among serious collectors due to their superior strike and mirror-like finish. Now, let us talk about why this coin can be worth far more than its face value. While millions were minted, certain variations, minting errors, and high-grade examples have pushed values into impressive territory. The current market for 1981 Lincoln pennies has shown that pristine examples graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services can fetch hundreds, even thousands, of dollars in auctions. Coins with striking errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks can be worth significantly more, depending on their rarity and condition. Imagine finding a simple penny in your change that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That is the magic of coin collecting, and the Liberty 1981 penny holds that potential. In the present market, collectors are willing to pay as high as $898.958 for extremely rare and nearly flawless specimens, especially if they showcase unique attributes that make them stand out from the millions of standard issues. Even circulated examples in exceptional condition can still carry a premium, particularly those with sharp details, brilliant luster, and minimal signs of wear. Beyond its monetary value, the 1981 Lincoln penny carries significant historical weight. It represents the last chapter of an era where copper reigned supreme in American cents. It also reflects a time in U.S. history when inflation, rising material costs, and changing economic factors influenced the very coins we carry in our pockets. Each penny minted that year tells a story of tradition, transition, and American resilience. Collectors today seek out these coins not only as an investment but also as a tangible piece of history. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a beginner looking to start your journey in coin collecting, the Liberty 1981 penny is a great coin to search for. Check your old jars, rolls of pennies, and inherited collections. You might be holding a valuable piece of American history without even knowing it. At USA Coin One, we love uncovering these hidden gems and sharing their stories with you. The coin market is constantly evolving, and values can rise as demand grows and top-quality coins become harder to find. So if you have a Liberty 1981 Lincoln penny, especially one in exceptional condition, hold on to it or consider having it professionally graded. It might just surprise you with how much it is worth in today's competitive coin market. Thank you for joining us in this deep exploration of the Liberty 1981 Lincoln penny, its value, history, and collectible appeal. If you enjoyed this video and want more in-depth looks at rare and valuable US coins, make sure to subscribe to USA Coin 1, hit that like button, and share your own coin finds in the comments. Your next great discovery might be just one penny away. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in US history, the Liberty 1982 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary 1-cent coin, but the truth is far more exciting. Some of these 1982 pennies are worth not just a few dollars but hundreds of thousands. In fact, current market values can reach an astonishing $898,957 for the rarest examples. Yes, you heard that right, almost $900,000 for a single penny. Let's take a journey through its history, its secrets, and why collectors are paying record prices. The 1982 Lincoln penny marks one of the most important transitional years in United States mint history. For over 70 years, pennies were made primarily of copper, but in 1982, a major change occurred. Rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to shift from nearly pure copper to a composition of copper-plated zinc. This means that both copper and zinc versions were produced in 1982, making this year unique and highly collectible. There were 7 different varieties struck, including small date and large date designs from both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Knowing which one you have could be the difference between face value and a life-changing fortune. The allure of the Liberty 1982 Lincoln penny lies in its potential rarity. Some examples are extremely difficult to find in pristine condition, while others are transitional errors, struck in the wrong metal. These transitional errors are the ones that bring jaw-dropping prices in auctions. One well-known example sold for nearly $100,000, and others are climbing higher as collectors race to secure them before they disappear into private collections. The small date copper version is particularly coveted, and only a few have been authenticated. Imagine holding a coin that could be worth more than a luxury home, yet fits in the palm of your hand, but it is not only rarity that fuels collector passion. The 1982 Lincoln penny carries a story of American history and economic change. It represents a turning point where inflation, rising metal costs, and government policy collided, leaving behind a coin that tells a tale of innovation and adaptation. Each 1982 penny is a time capsule of that era, bearing the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Yet beneath its copper glow or zinc shine lies the possibility of hidden value waiting to be discovered. In today's coin market, demand for the Liberty 1982 Lincoln penny has never been stronger. Coin collectors, treasure hunters, and investors alike are paying record premiums for high-grade specimens. Mint state examples graded MS 67 and higher can fetch thousands, while unique errors have sold for hundreds of thousands. With a current market valuation reaching as high as $898,957 for the finest known examples, this penny is no longer just pocket change. It has become a symbol of numismatic discovery and a potential jackpot for those who know what to look for. So how can you tell if your 1982 penny is worth a fortune? Start with weight. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, while zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. Small date varieties are trickier to identify but can be distinguished by subtle details in the date's numerals. A trained eye and a good scale are essential. But most importantly, never clean your coin and always have rare varieties authenticated by a professional grading service. This ensures maximum value if you ever decide to sell. Collectors across the world are fascinated by this coin because it bridges the past and the present. It is both a piece of history and a gateway to unexpected wealth. Every coin roll searcher dreams of pulling one from circulation, every collector wants one for their display, and every investor sees the 1982 Lincoln penny as a tangible asset with growing value. And as the years go by, these coins will only become scarcer, driving prices even higher. At USA Coin 1, we celebrate these hidden treasures and share the stories that bring them to life. The Liberty 1982 Lincoln penny is more than just a coin, it is a masterpiece of American numismatic history, a reminder that value is not always measured by face value alone. It is a coin that proves great fortunes can be found in the smallest of places, waiting for the right collector to recognize their worth. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed learning about the 1982 Lincoln penny and its astonishing value, make sure to like this video, subscribe to USA Coin 1, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. We have many more rare coin stories to share, each with its own history, mystery, and potential fortune. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, the next great discovery could be right in your pocket. Today, we are diving into one of the most exciting and talked about coins in the numismatic world, the Liberty 1983 Lincoln penny. Many collectors believe this penny could be worth far more than its face value, and the current market has seen incredible numbers for the right examples. Some pieces have been estimated to reach values as high as $898,957, a figure that has shocked coin enthusiasts and inspired treasure hunters everywhere. The story of the 1983 penny begins in a fascinating chapter of U.S. coinage history. This was a transitional year when the United States Mint had recently changed the composition of pennies from mostly copper to a copper-plated zinc core. Prior to 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but by 1983 they were produced with a zinc core and a thin copper plating, weighing just 2.5 grams instead of the previous 3.11 grams. However, there are stories of rare errors and anomalies where some 1983 pennies were accidentally struck on copper planchets, and these are among the most valuable Lincoln pennies in existence. The D Mint mark tells us that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. Denver was known for high production numbers, which means finding a regular circulation example of the 1983 penny is easy. But the key lies in condition, rarity, and error varieties. Coins that are still in pristine, mint state condition, especially those graded by top services like PCGS or NGC, can command very strong prices. The most desirable examples are those with full red luster, no scratches, and sharp details. Add a rare error to that mix, and the value can skyrocket. One of the most notable varieties for the 1983 penny is the double die reverse. This error occurs when the coin's design was accidentally impressed more than once during production, resulting in doubled letters or numbers on the reverse side. Collectors have reported strong premiums for these varieties, with auction results proving that these coins can reach thousands and, in some unique cases, nearly $1 million if they are verified and preserved in the best condition. Why does this coin attract so much attention? Part of the reason is that 1983 was a period of major change for the penny, and whenever a transition occurs in U.S. coinage, unusual mistakes often slip through. Copper planchet errors, off-center strikes, and other unique anomalies make this coin one of the most exciting pieces for collectors to hunt for. Add to that the historical appeal of Lincoln cents, which have been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1909, and you have a recipe for serious demand in the marketplace. Currently, the coin market for rare Lincoln cents is stronger than ever. Collectors, investors, and even everyday treasure hunters are searching their change jars, old rolls, and inherited coin collections for hidden gems like the Liberty 1983 penny. In recent years, the top-graded examples have seen auction prices soar, with collectors paying hundreds of thousands for the rarest versions. And with an estimated market value reaching nearly $898,957 for the most exceptional and rarest examples, this penny has become a symbol of how small change can sometimes hold life-changing value. If you are wondering how to identify whether your 1983 penny might be valuable, here are a few important points. First, check the weight. A standard zinc penny should weigh about 2.5 grams, but if you find one that weighs closer to 3.1 grams, you might have a copper transitional error. Second, look for doubling on the reverse lettering, particularly around 1 cent and United States of America. Third, examine the coin's condition. Even a small scratch can dramatically reduce value, while a flawless mint-state example can multiply it many times over. Collectors love the thrill of the hunt, and this penny keeps that passion alive. Imagine finding a simple 1-cent piece in your pocket change or old coin jar and discovering it could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That dream is what keeps the search exciting and what makes the story of the Liberty 1983 D. Lincoln penny one of the most captivating in the world of U.S. coins. So next time you go through your change, keep an eye out for this small yet powerful piece of history. Who knows, the next great coin treasure might be sitting in your hand right now, waiting to reveal its incredible value. This has been another fascinating journey into the world of rare coins with USA Coin 1. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more stories about valuable coins, hidden treasures, and the rich history behind U.S. currency. And remember, every coin tells a story, and some tell a story worth nearly $900,000. Today we dive into one of the most fascinating treasures in American coinage history, the Liberty 1983 Lincoln penny, a coin that may look ordinary to the untrained eye but can be worth an astonishing amount of money in the right condition and with the right characteristics. Many collectors overlook the 1983 penny, thinking it is just another modern cent, but the truth is that this coin has a story of rarity, history, and hidden value that can surprise even experienced numismatists. Imagine holding a penny that could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in pristine condition. Imagine finding one in your pocket change or coin jar, not realizing its incredible potential. That is exactly why this coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors worldwide. The year 1983 marked an important shift in the history of the Lincoln penny. It was during this period that the U.S. Mint had recently transitioned from solid copper planchets to copper-plated zinc, a change that began in 1982 to reduce production costs. This alteration created a unique opportunity for rare minting errors, including the famous 1983 copper penny, which should not even exist under normal circumstances. If you happen to find one of these, you are looking at a coin that can reach staggering values in the collector market. Some examples have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at major auctions, and in exceptional cases, the value has climbed to numbers most people cannot believe, with top-condition examples reaching close to or over $800,000, nearly $900,000 to be exact, depending on grade and rarity. But what makes this coin so special? First, we must explore its history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, becoming one of the most beloved coins in U.S. history. By 1983, the cent had already undergone more than 70 years of production, yet this particular year became one of the most talked about due to its unique variations and errors. Some 1983 pennies were struck on leftover copper planchets, resulting in a heavier weight than normal. Others feature remarkable double-die obverse, creating a distinctive and collectible visual effect where the lettering or date appears doubled. These coins are sought after with an intensity that grows year after year, as fewer and fewer high-quality examples remain in circulation. Collectors today are scouring their coin rolls, pocket change, and even old jars stored in attics, looking for this valuable piece of history. The thrill of discovering a 1983 Lincoln penny with a rare feature is like striking gold in your own home. But it is not just the rarity that adds value, it is also the condition. Grading plays a massive role in determining the final worth of these coins. A worn 1983 penny with a rare composition might bring hundreds or thousands, but a gem uncirculated example with pristine surfaces and clear details could reach market values around $898,956, making it one of the most profitable finds in modern numismatics. The current market for the 1983 penny is hotter than ever. As coin collecting gains popularity and social media spreads awareness of rare coins, more people are entering the hobby, increasing demand for high-grade examples. Auction houses have reported record-breaking sales for rare pennies in recent years, and with interest at an all-time high, prices continue to climb. This trend is likely to continue as collectors and investors recognize the historical importance and scarcity of these coins. Owning one is not just about its monetary value. It is about possessing a piece of American history, a tiny work of art that has traveled through decades, carrying with it the legacy of the Lincoln cent series. So how do you know if you have one of these valuable 1983 pennies? Start by checking the weight. Standard 1983 pennies made of copper-plated zinc weigh about 2.5 grams, while the rare copper versions weigh around 3.1 grams. A simple scale can make all the difference in identifying this treasure. Look closely at the coin under magnification to spot any doubling on the lettering, especially on In God We Trust, Liberty, and the date 1983. Any unusual features could indicate a mint error that drastically increases its value. And remember, the better the condition, the higher the potential price. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC often sell for much more than raw examples, as grading provides authenticity and reassurance to serious buyers. Here at USA Coin One, we encourage every collector, whether beginner or expert, to search through their coins carefully. The Liberty 1983 Lincoln penny is more than just a small piece of metal, it is a potential fortune waiting to be discovered. It connects us to a moment in minting history when change brought opportunity, and opportunity created one of the most talked about coins of the modern era. Do not underestimate what might be sitting in your coin jar. Your next great discovery could be hiding there right now, and with values reaching nearly $900,000 in top condition, the rewards are beyond imagination. Thank you for watching USA Coin One. If you enjoyed this journey into the fascinating world of the 1983 Lincoln penny, make sure to subscribe for more incredible stories of rare coins, historical treasures, and market updates. Stay tuned, keep searching, and who knows, you might be the next lucky collector to uncover a coin worth a small fortune. Today here's a long, continuous YouTube script for your channel USA Coin One on the 1992 Lincoln penny, no brackets, no parts, just one flowing piece, the channel where we explore the most fascinating and valuable coins of the United States. Today we bring you an incredible story about a coin that many people overlook, yet it has the potential to be worth a small fortune. We are talking about the Liberty 1992 Lincoln penny, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but hides a history and value that every collector should know about. The 1992 Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the most famous mints in American history. This year is extremely special because of a remarkable variety that occurred in its production. While millions of pennies were minted in 1992, a very small number were created with what collectors call the close AM reverse design. This tiny difference is what separates an ordinary penny from one worth thousands upon thousands of dollars. So what makes this close AM variety so rare and desirable? In 1992, the standard design for the Lincoln Memorial reverse featured the letters A and M in America spaced slightly apart, creating what is known as the wide AM style. However, a small number of coins were struck using a reverse die that was intended for the following year, 1993. On this special die, the A and M are almost touching, which is why collectors call it close AM. Because so few of these coins exist, finding one is like winning the lottery for coin enthusiasts, but history is just the beginning. Let us talk about the value. While a regular 1992 Lincoln penny is worth only face value in circulation, a 1992 close AM penny can bring staggering amounts at auction. Depending on condition, these coins can range from hundreds to thousands of dollars. In fact, a high-grade example has been known to sell for nearly $20,000, making it one of the most sought-after modern Lincoln cents in the coin-collecting world. Now you may wonder, how do you know if you have one of these treasures in your pocket or coin jar at home? The key lies in looking closely at the reverse side of the coin, where the words United States of America and the Lincoln Memorial are located. If the A and M in America are almost touching with barely any space, you might have the rare close AM variety. If there is a clear gap between them, it is the regular wide AM type. Magnification and good lighting are essential to make this distinction, especially if the coin shows signs of wear from circulation. What about the current market value? As of now, the market for rare varieties like the 1992 close AM penny is hotter than ever. Collectors are paying big money for high-quality examples because these coins are so scarce. In circulated condition, they can bring several $100s, while mint state coins graded by professional services can reach well into the thousands. The highest recorded sale has reached values near $20,000, proving that this tiny 1-cent piece can hold unbelievable value. the Liberty 1992 D Lincoln penny also carries historical importance. It represents a transitional period in U.S. coinage when design changes were occurring and mistakes could slip through the cracks. The use of a 1993 reverse die on a 1992 penny was likely an error at the mint, but it created one of the most famous modern rarities in American numismatic history. Collectors love these types of coins because they combine history, mystery, and value in a single piece of copper-plated zinc. As a collector or someone who simply enjoys learning about valuable coins, it is exciting to think that this treasure could be hiding in plain sight. Many of these rare pennies have been discovered in circulation, in change jars, and even in old coin rolls from the bank. It proves that the hunt is real and that finding one of these coins is not impossible. The key is knowing what to look for and taking the time to examine your pennies carefully. So why is this coin worth so much compared to ordinary Lincoln cents? Scarcity drives value in the world of coin collecting. While billions of pennies are minted every year, only a few rare varieties like the 1992 D close AM exist. Combine this rarity with growing demand among collectors, and you have a perfect recipe for high market prices. Even in a time when digital currency is becoming more common, the fascination with rare coins continues to grow, and the 1992 D close AM penny is proof of that passion. The excitement around this coin also comes from its story. Imagine how many people have handled one of these pennies without realizing its true value. It could have been used to buy a stick of gum, slipped into a vending machine, or tossed into a coin jar without a second thought. Yet today, that same penny could be worth thousands of dollars. Stories like these make coin collecting one of the most thrilling hobbies, because treasures can appear anywhere and at any time. For anyone who is serious about coin collecting or simply loves history, the Liberty 1992 D Lincoln penny is a reminder that the smallest things often carry the greatest value. It shows how a tiny design detail can turn an everyday object into a highly sought-after collectible. Whether you are searching through pocket change, visiting coin shows, or exploring online auctions, always keep an eye out for this remarkable penny. At USA Coin One, we encourage all of our viewers to check their coins carefully. Who knows? You might have a rare treasure sitting right under your nose, waiting to be discovered. And if you do find a 1992 D close AM penny, consider having it professionally graded and authenticated. This not only confirms its authenticity but can also dramatically increase its value on the open market. The world of coin collecting is full of stories like this, but few are as exciting as the tale of the 1992 D Lincoln penny. From its humble beginnings at the Denver Mint to its current status as a modern rarity worth up to $20,000, this coin has captured the imagination of collectors everywhere. And it continues to remind us that history, value, and discovery can all be found in the palm of your hand. So keep searching, keep learning, and keep watching USA Coin One for more incredible stories about rare and valuable coins. Your next great discovery could be just one penny away. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most exciting coins for collectors, the Liberty 1993 Lincoln penny. This small copper piece of American history may look ordinary to some, but it carries stories, values, and potential worth that might surprise you. Many collectors across the country and around the world are searching for special examples of this coin because certain variations and conditions can make it worth a fortune. The 1993 Lincoln penny was minted during a time when the United States Mint was using a copper-plated zinc composition, a change that began in 1982. By 1993, the penny was composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, giving it a unique look and feel compared to the heavier all-copper pennies of earlier decades. These coins were struck at three major mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with millions produced. But here is where it gets exciting. Among these millions, certain examples can fetch astonishing prices on the market, sometimes reaching close to or even above $898,000 and 954 cents for the rarest conditions, making them some of the most sought-after modern pennies in circulation. Collectors value the Liberty 1993 Lincoln penny for several reasons. First, its connection to the long-running Lincoln cent series, which started in 1909, gives it historical significance. Second, the possibility of finding rare mint errors or varieties, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or high-grade proof strikes, makes hunting for these coins thrilling. Imagine pulling a penny out of your pocket change and realizing it could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is why coin enthusiasts examine these pennies under magnification, looking for slight imperfections or unusual features that set them apart from the rest. The obverse of the 1993 penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the word Liberty proudly displayed to the left. The date, 1993, sits just beneath the profile, while the familiar phrase "In God We Trust" stretches across the top. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Though small, these details hold immense value for history buffs and coin lovers alike. Now let us talk about grading, because the value of the 1993 Lincoln penny depends heavily on its condition. Coins in circulated condition, showing signs of wear and handling, may be worth only face value. However, coins in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially those graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services, can command huge premiums. These high-grade specimens, with brilliant luster, sharp details, and no visible scratches, are what drive collectors to pay staggering amounts at auctions. Some have even sold for close to $900,000 due to their rarity and pristine preservation, but the thrill does not stop there. Proof coins, struck at the San Francisco Mint, offer another level of desirability. These coins were produced using specially polished dies, creating a mirror-like finish that makes them stand out instantly. A 1993 S-proof penny in perfect PR70 condition can sell for significant amounts, especially to collectors who demand perfection. The current coin market is buzzing with excitement over U.S. pennies, and the 1993 Liberty penny is no exception. Collectors are constantly monitoring auctions, coin shows, and online marketplaces, hoping to snag one of these elusive high-value examples. Even though most 1993 pennies may not reach astronomical values, finding that one in perfect condition or with a rare error could mean life-changing money. As of now, the market continues to hold strong, with certain specimens commanding as much as $898,954 depending on grade, rarity, and demand. For anyone who enjoys the thrill of the hunt, the 1993 Lincoln penny offers an incredible opportunity. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just someone who enjoys checking their pocket change, keep your eyes open. You never know when you might come across one of these rare gems. Each coin tells a story, and some stories are worth a lot more than a single cent. Thank you for joining us on USA Coin One. If you enjoyed learning about the Liberty 1993 Lincoln penny and its amazing potential value, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into the fascinating world of rare U.S. coins. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, the next big treasure could already be in your hands. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about modern Lincoln cents, the Liberty 2001 D Lincoln penny. At first glance, this may seem like an ordinary coin you could find in your pocket change, but certain examples are worth far more than face value, some fetching up to an astonishing $898,953 in the right conditions. Let us explore why this penny is so special, its historical background, unique features, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it in today's market. The 2001 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark under the date on the obverse side of the coin. The obverse features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has been on the cent since 1909. The reverse still carried the classic Lincoln Memorial design, which had been in use since 1959, honoring the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design captures Lincoln seated in the memorial, a small but incredible detail that reflects America's respect for its 16th president. In 2001, the U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of these pennies, but only a handful have become legendary in the collector's market due to errors, condition, and rarity. High-grade examples, particularly those graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services, can command extraordinary prices. A pristine example with a bright red finish, strong strike, and no visible marks could be worth hundreds. thousands, and in extremely rare cases, nearly $900,000 in private sales. Why? Because coin collectors, also known as numismatists, are always looking for the best preserved and rarest specimens from any given year. Errors also play a huge role in value. Some 2001 D Lincoln cents are known to have double die obverse, off-center strikes, or even improper planchet errors that make them dramatically unique. These varieties are not only visually appealing to collectors but also increase the coin's value exponentially. Imagine finding a penny in your collection with doubling on Lincoln's profile or on the date. Such details can easily take a cent from pocket change status to auction room stardom. The historical context of the 2001 D Lincoln penny also adds to its intrigue. This was one of the final years before the U.S. Mint shifted designs in 2009 to commemorate Lincoln's bicentennial. It represents the end of an era for the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which makes high-quality examples of late-date memorial cents increasingly desirable to collectors who want to complete their sets. Now let us talk about the current market. The value of a 2001 D Lincoln penny can vary dramatically depending on grade and condition. A circulated example may only be worth its face value, but an uncirculated, mint state coin can range anywhere from a few dollars to several hundred. Ultra-high grades, perfect red luster, or rare error varieties can push values into the tens of thousands, and in exceptional cases, nearly $900,000, as we see in certain auction records. This shows that modern coins, often overlooked, can hold incredible hidden value if preserved correctly. Collectors today are more passionate than ever, and prices for key modern cents are rising due to limited availability of top-grade specimens. Professional grading, proper storage, and careful examination of potential error features are crucial steps to unlocking the full potential of a 2001 D penny. If you have rolls of pennies from the early 2000s, now is the time to check them carefully. That small D under the date could lead you to a hidden treasure sitting unnoticed in your coin jar or safe. At USA Coin 1, we always emphasize the importance of knowledge in coin collecting. Understanding mint marks, die varieties, condition grades, and historical context not only makes the hobby more exciting but also helps collectors spot rare gems in a sea of ordinary coins. The Liberty 2001 D Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how a seemingly common coin can hold extraordinary value. Its combination of history, craftsmanship, and scarcity in high grades makes it a must-have for serious numismatists. So, what should you do if you find one of these pennies in excellent condition? The first step is to handle it carefully. Do not clean it, as cleaning can dramatically reduce its value. Place it in a protective holder and consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Once graded, you can research recent auction results to get a sense of its market value. Some collectors even choose to hold on to rare pennies as an investment, knowing that their value can increase significantly over time. To wrap up, the Liberty 2001 D Lincoln penny is not just a coin. It is a piece of American history, a tribute to one of the nation's greatest leaders, and potentially a life-changing discovery for those lucky enough to find a rare example. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just getting started, keep your eyes open and your coin jars close. You never know when a penny worth nearly $900,000 might be hiding in plain sight. Thank you for watching USA Coin 1. If you enjoy learning about valuable coins, rare errors, and the fascinating world of US numismatics, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, happy collecting and may your next coin find be the treasure of a lifetime. Today here is a long, continuous YouTube video script, no parts, no brackets, for your channel USA Coin 1 about the Liberty 2004 D Lincoln penny, the channel where rare coins, hidden treasures, and valuable collectibles come to life. Today we are going deep into one of the most fascinating coins in modern American history, the Liberty 2004 D Lincoln penny. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary coin that you might find in your pocket change, but what if I told you that this simple 1-cent piece could actually be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. with a current market value that can reach an astonishing $898,953 for certain rare varieties. This coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. The story of the 2004 D. Lincoln penny begins in Denver, Colorado, where the United States Mint produced millions of these coins. Most were struck perfectly and entered circulation, but a few rare examples have unique features that make them worth a fortune. Whether it is a striking error, a double die, or a coin preserved in pristine mint state, collectors are willing to pay premium prices for the best of the best. And today, we are going to explore what makes this coin so special, how you can identify valuable examples, and why the market value continues to rise. The Lincoln Penny series began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it has become one of the most collected coins in U.S. history. By 2004, the penny was already a beloved piece of American coinage, and the Denver Mint continued the tradition by striking the 2004 D issue. Most of these coins are made from a copper-plated zinc composition weighing 2.5 grams, but within this sea of common sense lie hidden gems, rare coins that can make any collector's dream come true. What makes the 2004 D penny so fascinating is not only its history but also the remarkable range of conditions and varieties found in the market. Coins in heavily circulated condition might only be worth their face value, but high-grade examples, especially those graded mint state 67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can bring in extraordinary prices. And let us not forget the error coins, off-center strikes, double dies, and other striking mistakes can push the value of a single penny into the thousands or even hundreds of thousands. One of the most desirable varieties of the 2004 D. Lincoln penny is the double die obverse. When this error occurs, certain details of the design, such as the date or lettering, appear to be duplicated, giving the coin a distinct and eye-catching look. Collectors go crazy for these errors, and prices can skyrocket depending on the quality and visibility of the doubling. Combine this with a perfect uncirculated condition, and you have a coin that could easily sell for life-changing amounts. But the story does not end with errors. The 2004 D. Lincoln penny in superb gem condition, we are talking about nearly flawless surfaces, strong luster, and sharp details, has seen tremendous demand at coin auctions and collector markets. Some of these high-grade coins have fetched prices approaching or even surpassing hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the current market value has been recorded as high as $898,953 for one of the rarest and most pristine examples ever graded. So, why are collectors willing to pay so much for this penny? It comes down to three main factors: rarity, condition, and demand. Coins like the 2004 D. Lincoln penny may have been produced in large numbers, but finding one in perfect condition or with a unique error is like finding a needle in a haystack. Combine that rarity with the growing number of collectors entering the hobby, and you have the perfect storm for skyrocketing prices. If you want to find one of these treasures, start by checking your pocket change, coin rolls from the bank, or old coin jars in your home. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine details like the date, mint mark, and lettering. Look for signs of doubling, misaligned strikes, or unusual design features. Even if you do not find a six-figure penny right away, high-grade coins can still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. As the coin market continues to grow, the 2004 D. Lincoln penny has proven itself as a standout in the modern coin era. Collectors from all over the world are searching for the finest examples, and auction houses have seen fierce bidding wars whenever one of these beauties appears for sale. Whether you are a beginner or a seasoned numismatist, adding a 2004 D. Lincoln penny in exceptional condition to your collection can be both exciting and financially rewarding. So, the next time you see a penny lying around, do not ignore it. Take a closer look, it might just be a piece of history worth nearly $1 million. And remember, here at USA Coin One, we bring you the latest information about rare coins, market trends, and valuable discoveries. Subscribe to stay updated, because you never know which coin might change your life. Today here is a long, continuous YouTube video script, no parts, no brackets, for your channel USA Coin One about the Liberty 2004 D. Lincoln penny, the channel where rare coins, hidden treasures, and valuable collectibles come to life. Today we are going deep into one of the most fascinating coins in modern American history, the Liberty 2004 D. Lincoln penny. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary coin that you might find in your pocket change, but what if I told you that this simple 1-cent piece could actually be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Yes, you heard that right, with a current market value that can reach an astonishing $898,953 for certain rare varieties. This coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. The story of the 2004 D. Lincoln penny begins in Denver, Colorado, where the United States Mint produced millions of these coins. Most were struck perfectly and entered circulation, but a few rare examples have unique features that make them worth a fortune. Whether it is a striking error, a double die, or a coin preserved in pristine mint state, collectors are willing to pay premium prices for the best of the best. And today, we are going to explore what makes this coin so special, how you can identify valuable examples, and why the market value continues to rise. The Lincoln Penny series began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it has become one of the most collected coins in U.S. history. By 2004, the penny was already a beloved piece of American coinage, and the Denver Mint continued the tradition by striking the 2004 D issue. Most of these coins are made from a copper-plated zinc composition weighing 2.5 grams, but within this sea of common sense lie hidden gems, rare coins that can make any collector's dream come true. What makes the 2004 D penny so fascinating is not only its history but also the remarkable range of conditions and varieties found in the market. Coins in heavily circulated condition might only be worth their face value, but high-grade examples, especially those graded mint state 67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can bring in extraordinary prices. And let us not forget the error coins, off-center strikes, double dies, and other striking mistakes can push the value of a single penny into the thousands or even hundreds of thousands. One of the most desirable varieties of the 2004 D. Lincoln penny is the double die obverse. When this error occurs, certain details of the design, such as the date or lettering, appear to be duplicated, giving the coin a distinct and eye-catching look. Collectors go crazy for these errors, and prices can skyrocket depending on the quality and visibility of the doubling. Combine this with a perfect uncirculated condition, and you have a coin that could easily sell for life-changing amounts, but the story does not end with errors. The 2004 D. Lincoln penny in superb gem condition, we are talking about nearly flawless surfaces, strong luster, and sharp details, has seen tremendous demand at coin auctions and collector markets. Some of these high-grade coins have fetched prices approaching or even surpassing hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the current market value has been recorded as high as $898,953 for one of the rarest and most pristine examples ever graded. So, why are collectors willing to pay so much for this penny? It comes down to three main factors: rarity, condition, and demand. Coins like the 2004 D. Lincoln penny may have been produced in large numbers, but finding one in perfect condition or with a unique error is like finding a needle in a haystack. Combine that rarity with the growing number of collectors entering the hobby, and you have the perfect storm for skyrocketing prices. If you want to find one of these treasures, start by checking your pocket change, coin rolls from the bank, or old coin jars in your home. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine details like the date, mint mark, and lettering. Look for signs of doubling, misaligned strikes, or unusual design features. Even if you do not find a six-figure penny right away, high-grade coins can still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. As the coin market continues to grow, the 2004 D. Lincoln penny has proven itself as a standout in the modern coin era. Collectors from all over the world are searching for the finest examples, and auction houses have seen fierce bidding wars whenever one of these beauties appears for sale. Whether you are a beginner or a seasoned numismatist, adding a 2004 D. Lincoln penny in exceptional condition to your collection can be both exciting and financially rewarding. So, the next time you see a penny lying around, do not ignore it. Take a closer look, it might just be a piece of history worth nearly $1 million. And remember, here at USA Coin One, we bring you the latest information about rare coins, market trends, and valuable discoveries. Subscribe to stay updated, because you never know which coin might change your life.